Good morning.
Morning.
I'm speaking with Mr. Arun Das, an architect of London, and this interview is being conducted in New York City. Today is January 23rd, 2014. It's a Wednesday. So, Mr. Das, where is your desh?
This original desh was in Bikrampur, district Dhaka.
Dhaka.
And a village called Bajrajogini.
Bajrajogini.
Yeah.
It's a very famous one, right? We have
Yeah.
heard of some famous people's birthplace.
Yes, Somesh Bose, I think, mathematician.
Okay.
Dipankar Srigan.
Yeah, the Sigan, the Buddhist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also I think there was the Shen dynasty, Pal dynasty, I think.
Okay.
Somewhere near about there. Okay.
So, can you tell us how was the village like? It's a famous village. So.
Okay, my village experience is very limited.
Mm-hmm.
Because my father was working in Rangoon, Burma,
in Burma,
where I was born.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and during the Second World War, when I was very young, we had to leave as an evacuee,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how my memories of
You came to Bajrajogini.
Bajrajogini then.
So, did you go to school there?
No, I didn't. I was too young to go to school, but my brother went.
Went to school.
None of the sisters did, because there was no girls' school there.
Okay. So how was the village? That means it's a small village or big village?
No, it is reasonably big village. It has its own post office.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So describe your home. Was it a? How was
my memory is that it was like a small island.
Mm-hmm.
Because wherever we wanted to go, we had to go by boat.
Boat. Okay.
Okay.
So did you have a tall building or short
No.
building? Was it
Our buildings are all mud plinth.
mud plinth?
Okay, and corrugated tin roof and walls.
And walls made of
Tin.
tin.
Okay.
And so
And there's a courtyard in the middle with 4 rooms on 4 sides.
4 sides.
And then there's another courtyard, and the kitchen unit was on the other side.
Okay.
Okay.
So who lived in this home? Was it your father?
No,
or
it's my grandfather.
Okay.
I understand their parents lived there too, but
How many generations do you know?
about 4 or 5 generations.
5
in there.
generations.
Okay.
And so what was your father's profession, mother's profession?
My father was a doctor.
Okay, medical doctor.
Yeah.
And mother?
Mother, she was housewife.
Housewife. Their names?
My father's called Dr. Jodulal Das.
Dodulal Das
And my mother was Umiyabala Das.
Omiyabala Das. And how many brothers and sisters you had?
We had 2 brothers and 4 sisters.
4 sisters. And you all stayed in that same...
We all stayed because my other uncles
Mm-hmm.
also are living in there.
In there, so they...
In different house.
homesteads.
I don't know house, different rooms, individual rooms, okay?
Different rooms, okay?
Yeah.
Their families. So it was an extended family. So you had one kitchen or separate?
One kitchen.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
Who was head of the kitchen?
Head of the family was my grandmother.
Grandmother. And do you still remember, was it her name or grandfather's name?
Yes, my grandfather's name was Mohan Bashidas.
Okay.
One of my grandson is named after him.
Okay.
And my grandmother was Lolita.
Lolita. Okay, very nice. So now for your when you came there, how did your brother used to go to school?
Yes.
Did you used to walk or
Now
take a boat?
they used to take a boat to school.
Boat to school.
Yeah.
Was it far? Was it no?
I can't, because the sense of distance was, because I was so young to conceive them.
Yes. But of course going by boat, so there is a barrier for, so you may not be able to... No.
I just only once went with my grandfather to that school area, okay? That's called Bajrajogini School.
Oh, boy, yeah, I've heard of that.
Okay, yeah.
So your village, was it a mixed village or mostly Hindu, mostly Buddhist?
And it was mostly Hindu village, but with Muslim population as well.
Okay. So then what happened as your father came back to live there after?
No, my father went missing in Burma, okay? All right, because my father went missing.
Okay.
So we became a burden to the family.
Oh.
So my father's unit, as we brothers and sisters and mother, we are very badly treated in that household.
Also, oh.
Because everyone thought we were going to be burden on them.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
did your father finally...
No, yes. Then finally he arrived. He came on foot from Burma.
Wow, that's a long
So
distance.
I can remember one fine morning, there was a joy in the house that my father just arrived.
Oh my.
He was getting off from a boat.
Oh, oh.
Because there are, what do you call it, Vita Bali, I don't know how to English.
Homesteading.
Okay,
It is homestead
homestead,
property.
yeah. In that one, okay, they've got several canals on all sides. So one of the canal came in there to a ghat.
In their landing.
Yes. So that's where he was coming out of the boat.
So how long did you live separately?
Okay. Gosh, I don't
Maybe
know.
months or
When,
years?
I think it must be about a year.
Yeah. That's a
Okay.
long time.
Yeah.
And so how did you come? Do you
Okay.
still remember? How did you come from Rangoon to Vajrayogini?
No, we came by last but one ship
Okay.
to Akiab.
Okay,
From
Akia.
Akiab, we took a train.
Okay.
Okay. But that's the
Yeah,
only part I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
because my first ship and my first
Train.
in my life I can recall. That's why I
That's
recall them,
wonderful.
okay?
And so your
Then-
mother led you to come. That means she was in charge of you to come.
Yes, my mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you.
No, maybe there was some other male for local
Yeah.
who also were
Right.
in Jingun,
Yeah, yeah.
but I couldn't remember them.
Yeah. Okay, because
Also, I can't think my mother also doing that on her own.
Yeah. So yeah, but when I went to Rangoon just last year, I saw there were lots of Bengalis there.
Yeah.
There is even more. So so how long did you stay with your father in Vajrayogini?
No, after my father came, okay, I think one of my mother's cousin was very fond of my mother. He came, his in-laws' house was there in Vajrayogini.
Okay.
So he came there and he came to see us as well.
Okay.
And found us in a very wretched condition.
Okay.
Okay? So he took our family to Dhaka where he was living,
In Dhaka, Dhaka city.
in Dhaka city.
Oh.
So because that time father had no job.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay? So he brought him over there and then there I think my father got a job somewhere in Manikganj.
Okay, Manikan.
I don't know where is it, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So father used to go there work and used to come and used to bring lots of sweets from Manikganj for us.
Okay.
Okay?
So,
That I remember.
so your family stayed with your cousin, and your father,
My mother's cousin.
mother's cousin,
He was in
and
here.
did your father stay with you?
No, father was not. Father didn't
They-
go to the house there because
Yeah.
my sisters and brothers they started going to school in Dhaka.
Yes,
So that was in Dhaka. So we stayed in Dhaka
but he lived himself in
about
Manikganj.
Manikganj and he used to come
Yes.
every weekend or
We-
every fortnight. I just
Okay.
can't. Yes.
All right. And did you
Okay.
did you go to school in Dhaka?
In the end, in 1944, yes, I was admitted into St. Gregory School,
St. Gregory School.
class 2.
Class 2.
That's my
okay.
first experience of school,
Okay.
which wasn't very happy because they're all Christian fathers and stuff like that. They're so strange in their mannerism, behavior, even look,
Yeah. Okay.
that I didn't feel comfortable there.
Okay. But you had to go to school.
I had to go to school,
So how
yeah,
did you
class
go
two.
to school?
I used to walk.
Walk.
It was about 5 minutes or 10 minutes walk from.
Now
My brother was going to the school as well, so
your brother also,
two of us were going to the school.
and your sisters are going to another school. Or you are
At that
homeschooled?
stage, I don't think my sisters.
Or homeschool.
No, just a minute. My sisters didn't start school there yet. What happened in the meanwhile, my father got a job of the health officer in the state of Bikaner,
In
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan.
So he went down there,
Okay.
and our family all packed up, all we went down there to Bikaner.
So you all went to Rajasthan.
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan, Bikaner.
Yeah.
And this was.
There was a, yes,
So did you? How many years did you stay in St.
I think we spent there about just under a year.
Under a year.
Because what happened that when my father was there, we had a great life down there. Because standard of living was because this King's Guest House, we lived there. Completely fine. There is commodes, fireplace, and baths, everything there. Okay.
In Rajasthan.
Rajasthan.
Yeah. So you all moved there. Now in Dhaka, what neighborhood you lived in Dhaka?
That's called
Sutrapur.
Between Sutrapur and what's that? Bangla Bajar.
Bangla Bajar is there also.
In between these two.
Okay, so
Right.
yeah, I've been there
Okay.
in both places.
Have you been to Sutrapur?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember all these things.
Yeah. So he comes
Okay.
back.
Yes.
So, you know, so
No, but then, let me see. Let explain what happened then. So at that time, when the war was over, the British government called their old subs back.
okay,
So my father was called back again
to Rangoon.
to Rangoon.
Okay,
Okay.
so he left Bikaner to
So
go.
he left Bikaner. On the way, by the time my father's another brother, who had his family in Calcutta, okay, and he also went to Rangoon. But my father and his brother, the two.
Okay.
So he dumped us in Calcutta in his other brother's with his other brother's family, and he went off to Rangoon.
Okay.
Okay, and luckily enough, my mother, the same cousin, who was in Calcutta at that time on business, he found us there. He said, "No, we are not going to live in Calcutta." He took us back to Dhaka.
Oh, you went back to Dhaka.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
very
that's
nice.
yeah.
It's very
But my father's brother's family, they lived in Calcutta.
Okay.
They lived so we are taken out
Okay.
from there.
So you go back to Dhaka.
Dhaka, and my father went to Rangoon.
Okay.
So then fear from the separation
Again starts.
started, okay, with my... Okay.
Yes.
All right. So at Dhaka, now our life was organized.
You go back
Okay,
to
my
school again?
father, that cousin,
Yeah.
he took very much care of our family all along. Actually, he is the one who all the time saved us from situation. So this time I was admitted in Kishorilal Jubilee High School by the Central River.
Okay.
Okay,
In old.
but my brother went to the same school, St. Gregory.
Okay.
Okay, because and my elder sister didn't join the school. She was studying privately.
The homeschooling.
Okay, and my other sisters, they joined Cameron Nessa Girls High School.
Okay, so it's also a famous school there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to school. So this time, how did you used to go to school?
Work.
Also work.
Yeah, work.
And this time, so you're studying there.
At school, yes.
And so, at what point did you go to India? Let's say.
Okay, no, and this was 1945, as we. Okay, then 45, 46, in 47, I think. Okay, for the first time, my father came back from Rangoon to Dhaka.
Okay, after almost 2 years absence.
Yes. Okay, he was there in Rangoon, so he came to Dhaka, and that was the time when all this, all this planning was going on for the Indian independence.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, sometimes, okay, that was the time. So my father stayed on for a while to see what's going to happen. He was initially going to buy a property at Dhaka.
Okay.
For us to live in.
Yeah.
Right? But then because it was going to be Pakistan, he stopped. Because he was not very sure what it's going to be like. Okay?
Okay.
Then in 48, no, in 47, my father was there. 47, the independence,
Yeah.
47 August, okay?
Yeah.
So he has to make with Pakistani flags and things like that, okay? So
You used to make in the school?
Yes.
Okay.
All this, so we knew that we are part of Pakistan going to be.
Okay.
But my father felt differently, that he thought it might be too dangerous for us to live without him in Pakistan, because nobody knows what it's going to be.
Okay.
Because already this population exchange thing and all this stuff going on also in the story of Punjab's riot and all these things, okay? So you don't know which way this will turn.
Okay, but no, Bengal also has a Noakhali killing.
Yeah. No, but Noakhali killing was, because in Dhaka always had the Hindu-Muslim riot.
Yeah.
The riot was not an issue. We used to come from school, oh, today's riot, don't walk to that state.
Oh, it was that bad?
Dhaka always had it.
Always. People.
Whenever there's a Julan celebration, the processions come out, there used to be trouble.
People would attack the Julan celebration?
Yeah, yes. But that's not single-sided.
Okay.
Hindus also equally had the leverage over killing the Muslims, the same.
Yeah.
It used to happen for 2 or 3 days and then it's died down.
Okay.
That was British time though, okay?
Yeah.
Like one of
Equal
our
opportunity.
school's Maulavi teacher, she got stabbed and killed
Oh.
near our school.
So?
Yeah,
So-
we knew the story the next day. But that happened when, I think, did the Calcutta route, when that was going on? Revolution of that, something like that.
46.
Yeah.
46.
I don't know exactly which year Mulavi started or step, but there's some, during those trouble days,
And you lived in the area which is mostly Hindu.
mostly Hindus, that
Yeah.
is. That.
And your
Yeah,
classmates were
we
mostly,
know, yeah.
classmates were mostly Hindu.
We had about 3 or 4 Muslim boys.
Okay.
About 30 or 40 in the classroom, 3 or 4 are Muslims.
Okay. So but this rioting was quite. Did you know anybody else besides Maulvi sir being killed or injured or hurt?
No, but I remember one day on my way home from the school, come along the walk on the river side, they picked up 2 dead bodies from the river, wrapped in a hogla mat.
Yes.
The 2 bodies, okay?
Yeah.
And the first time I saw the 2 killed dead bodies on the street.
Oh really?
But that was awful, okay?
So
I don't know.
it's before independence. Before
Before
47.
independence, it's all this.
So-
But Dhaka always had history of riot.
Killing. Yeah. Yeah.
Calcutta didn't at all.
Yeah.
But Dhaka always had it.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know why it worked for.
Yeah. Many people have no memory, but they
Okay.
think Calcutta had it, but Dhaka never did. The
Huh.
other people. But Dhaka, you saw that. So those days when you'd have rioting, you'd stay home.
Yes, yeah. Or told today you go out of school or don't go this way, go through back lane home, okay? And also the buses where the sisters used to go to schools in the bus, okay?
And
I think
so-
my sister, the latest she did join the government college.
Okay.
Okay, also, so the buses had these nets or wire mesh
Yeah.
in the windows.
Okay.
To
So that if somebody throws
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
that'll be
Like
okay.
that. So I was prepared for that anyway.
So what happened after that?
Well, this was another big issue in route.
Okay.
Okay. So in 1948, my father was going back to Rangoon again because they are all studying, they are intermediate final exam, I think, my elder sisters and brothers. My father took 2 of us, myself and my sister, elder sister, to Calcutta, left them with my auntie in Calcutta, the same house, and I started Mitra school there.
In Calcutta, in 48.
Calcutta,
So
48,
Yeah.
and my sister started government Mitra school there.
Okay.
So he came, but of course, living without parents, again at the auntie's house, it doesn't work. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Funnily enough, that I think culturally or outlook-wise, this uncle's family and ours is very, very different.
Okay.
So we didn't mix very well.
Okay. So where were they living? What part of the Calcutta? What
They are living in Bhawanipur.
Bhawanipur. Because
Calcutta.
Ramesh Mitro
Yeah.
and your
Mitra
school was?
Mitra.
Mitro, they were nearby.
They are in Bhawanipur. So
Yeah. So, but you stayed for how many years with
there,
them?
no, okay. So in 1948, I think, yes, after the
But you
after the intermediate exams in Dhaka University, okay. So my mother, with my other brothers and sisters, all of them, so all came to this Bhawanipur house.
this house.
It
How
was
did they
crowded.
come? How did they come?
They came by train.
By train. From Dhaka by boat
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then by train.
Yes,
So was it safe?
they came by no trouble started there yet.
Okay.
Okay, and that uncle, maternal uncle, my mother's cousin, he was also for on business purposes. He was coming and coming on business purposes to Calcutta occasionally. But whenever he used to come, he used to visit my brother's,
Yeah.
my father's brother's family as well.
Okay.
With
So,
him.
but
Okay.
this time you also stayed with your
Yes.
cousins,
Yeah.
mother's cousins family?
Mother's now. There's my father's cousin.
No, in Calcutta, but in Dhaka?
Calcutta was a cousin
But
family.
in Dhaka,
In Dhaka, we always live with my mother's cousin.
mother's cousin family.
So we used to there.
Okay.
Okay.
So your mother came with the
With
other
my-
siblings.
But my mother's cousin's family, they stayed back
Okay.
in Calcutta. Okay? Or in Dhaka.
In Dhaka, yes.
They stayed in Dhaka, we came to Calcutta.
Okay.
I'm getting all mixed up.
No,
personally.
no, yeah.
Trying to
Exactly.
rethink the whole thing.
So your mother came
Yes.
and stayed.
And that was a horrible life again. Like my mother living in village. Okay? I don't know why my father didn't make my mother in charge of family. He perhaps always thought that my mother couldn't cook. And that he led us into one disaster to another disaster. So it was again a disaster.
Yeah,
Living with that family jointly, okay?
Yeah, yes.
All right? I wouldn't go in detail of that.
Okay.
But life was not all that smooth and easy. So I'm afraid I'm not a very keen fan of joint families.
Okay. Yeah. So, but
Okay.
but they provided at least the roof in that.
Then again, that my mother's cousin, he came to Calcutta. My mother was not in a position to find a flat place or down, or didn't even know that she could do that.
Yeah, and but then you have
Okay.
siblings.
So he saw us in that mess again. He said, no, this is not going to go on, okay? So he found a lovely flat in Jotindas Road, Baliganj,
Yeah.
which one of his business colleagues, okay, they were Shahs.
Okay.
And they had a big, chemical, medicine or chemist business in Dhaka and Calcutta.
Okay.
So they had a flat.
It's,
Next to their house. So from the house, the top floor,
okay.
he managed for us.
Okay, that's it.
So-
Yeah, it's very nice in Baliganj.
Baliganj, it's very nice area
yeah,
too.
between
Jotindas Road, yeah.
Yeah, between Gold Park and Lake Market.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
okay. So,
So
your mother is
my
now
mother is once again rescued by
that.
my cousin. He said, you have to learn to cope with it.
Okay.
Manage your own everything, okay? So we felt the independence of
Okay.
being a family, okay?
First time.
First time. So my
And my
Mother-
mother
had the
leader
responsibility of
family.
killing. Though she was always scared
Mhm.
that my father's sending money and we are spending it. If she misuses them, okay. So the pressure was always on us.
So
She's the Buruman Taka.
yeah. But by this time you're teenagers already.
I'm going to get
Yeah. So at least you
So
live
in that was, I was in class 7, not really a teenager, but class 7. But then,
no.
so from 7 we started. Now what happened? In 1950, okay, the riot. I think this was 1950. I was in class. No, 1950 February or 51 February. The huge riot and that
In
this disastrous riot there
where?
in Dhaka.
Okay. Oh
The
yeah.
massive evacuation of them. Everybody started running in whatever they were wearing, leaving everything behind for their life. Okay, so the family, my maternal uncle or my mother's cousins. Okay, whose family, the flat we are living
In Dhaka.
one friend's family. Yes, no, in Calcutta.
Yes.
They were in Dhaka as well, but they were in a higher position, and unfortunately my maternal uncle, my mother's cousin was in Calcutta then, when the riot broke out.
Okay.
So he was in a disaster state.
So his family was in Dhaka.
In Dhaka. He
is
was in Calcutta. He taught for Bengal immunity.
Okay.
Captain Naren Dutta's.
Okay.
Okay? So he was, so I can remember how distasteful he was. He didn't know, there's no news, nothing coming out. So one of those main tenants, his friends' families, brought him the news that his family is okay. They are trying to arrange to move them out of Dhaka.
Okay.
So one fine early in the morning, a airport bus came and brought his own family to
So
our
they flew.
Joined
They
the
took the
yeah.
flight.
Somebody arranged those family. People used to help each other very much.
Yeah,
My mother's cousins' friends, they are very, very helpful.
Yeah. They're Hindu or Muslim?
No, they are all Hindus.
Okay.
The Shah.
Yeah. So they helped them to take to the airport, and they came. That was the only asset they carried. That means
They just came
with the shirt and sari on the back.
Yeah, just came, and obviously, so in that 2-bedroom flat, we are living in, and my mother's cousin's family also.
How many of them?
They
were
are
there?
6. I think there are 6 children then.
6 children and 8.
And we are 6
Okay.
in 2-bedroom flat.
So-
It was absolutely difficult.
So
Okay.
16 people are living in two
Yes.
room flats.
Okay. But before that, in 1949, my father came for 7 days from Burma to visit us in that industrial flat.
Okay.
That was a flying visit of my father that I can remember.
He was
Okay.
also having a difficult time living by himself, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
obviously, then the pressure came on to us, or for my maternal uncle, to move his family out. So he found a flat, a huge room with a toilet and kitchen facilities in Sharad Banerjee Road, Dr. Banerjee Road.
that's nearby also.
Yeah,
South Calcutta.
And that's near there where we live.
Yeah.
So he moved out.
Okay.
We stayed on Jyotinda Road.
Okay.
Okay? But then also the original family member of the people who originally took the house, they started coming back. So they needed bigger places, so we had to leave that flat for them because they needed it badly. Because they are also completely a joint family, okay, and mixed family. That daughters, sons, their families, everybody had to escape from Dhaka.
Actually, they're fleeing. People are fleeing, and they're
fleeing. So every house became like a
Yeah, but I mean.
So we found. Of course, my mother's cousin. He was effectively acting as a guardian for us.
Yes.
Okay, found a 3-bedroom nice flat in Soldasenko Road near Lake Market.
Yeah.
Okay. So we moved to Soldasenko Road.
So what happened to your ancestral property in
We don't know. We never went back there.
Did any of your relations still live there?
No, one of my Jatamosai, my father's elder brother, he was there till last, but then he also left, came as a refugee and took a colony, lived in a colony in Domdom side, near on the way to the airport.
Yeah.
There are lots of colony built in the old Bagan buddies.
Yeah.
So one of those colony he lived in.
Did you get any compensation for your property?
Nobody had any paperwork, nobody had anything. Okay? And my grandfather's cousins, they all had big houses in Jadavpur.
Okay.
Okay, Jadavpur Central Road.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Okay.
So
nobody knows who owns what, how to claim.
Because people
no papers are there.
Live for generations.
And those were occupied by the Muslims anyway.
Yeah. So, but did you get any help from Indian government?
No, nothing. No, so, we didn't because my father was working in Burma.
Yeah.
So we never applied for the refugee status.
Yeah. So were you ever discriminated in West Bengal as being an East Bengali?
Oh God! Now this discrimination I only learned when I came to England.
No, I just say.
Okay, I know. Yes, of course. Bengal in the school is all go to school.
Teasing.
No, that's a discrimination, not like that.
No, that's
a teasing. But but you have to face through that stage.
Yeah. So,
okay.
But that's teasing. I mean, that's not.
No, but we didn't have the refugee status.
Yeah. Do you know? I'm coming almost to the end, Arun.
Yeah.
Do you know? Did anybody benefit because of partition of Bengal? Did anybody benefit because Bengal was divided, whether Hindus or Muslims or East Bengalis, West Bengalis, poor or rich?
This is a difficult question to ask, but I think it depends on how you describe the benefit. Some of the children of those families, from the family with bad background, who would have been there, okay, staying down there, now had to move out, came out all over America. The people lived in those mud houses with bamboo, split bamboo, chatai barracks, and they lived there. And from there they all came up with high aspiration because they knew education is the only thing which will help them to move out of this strategy. Yeah. So they all, the achievements are in economic terms or cultural terms. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay.
It's so much, and if you call that a benefit.
No,
okay.
I mean, all right.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to describe that one.
Oh no, it's an individual. Okay. Have you ever gone back to visit your ancestors?
No, I never went back to Bengal.
Okay. So if what people tell you, what's your home, what do you say now?
I stayed with Bikrampur.
Bikrampur, Bangladesh or Bikrampur, India?
No, Bikrampur, while it was in India, okay.
Okay. No, because...
I know that we can't go back there, and that's how the Bikram's name became Bikram.
Yeah, okay. So you named your son after that, okay? But you call your people ask, I'm almost to the end. So tell me, is there anything that I didn't ask you? Do you want to add something that I didn't ask you? Is there something else you want to say?
Okay. If it's not for the partition or we are moved out of Dhaka to Calcutta, I'm not sure whether I was going to go to B college.
Bengal Engineering College, you mean?
Yeah, Bengal, yeah.
In Howrah.
Okay, I don't know what I'd have done. life could have taken a completely different turn.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Which could have been for bad or for good.
Yes.
It just, that's why I'm saying I find it difficult to comprehend that, because I enjoyed this freeness of the village.
Yeah.
Very little, mostly I've been to my Maori. Okay, I visited more than I visited my Bikrampur.
Yes. Mahabari, Mahabari
Yeah.
in Dhaka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they are more similar lifestyle, okay? There's something in that lifestyle, the pattern, some kind of freedom, okay? Some kind of pressurelessness
Yes,
in the life. Okay, all this, the hankering from all this stayed with me all the
Of
time,
course,
okay?
because
You see,
you're young, you're young without any...
and that's why I liked Great Cayman so much, the way Bikram is living down there.
Okay.
I wouldn't
In Cayman Islands. you
in
mean.
Cayman Island.
But you lived in England most of your life than you lived in India
Yeah.
or Bangladesh.
But the Cayman Islands where Bikram is living, such a tension-free place,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
That I would wish him to come back to this,
Yeah.
standard urban life we live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.